Welcome to Wisdom Keys for Evolving Deliberately. My goal is to help you wake up and recognize life can be bliss all of the time. Because I'm living it, I can prove it, so I want to set that up for you. What I want to talk about today is a tool, a key, involves a trope that just makes me grind my teeth. And I've seen it on billboards. Knowledge is power. Can you believe someone would print that as if that's a truth? Our young people would see that and assume that if I get all the knowledge I can, I'll be powerful. And there are folks running around acting like that's true. But I think what they're forgetting is knowledge is transitory. Knowledge changes. I don't want to take you through all of the things that have changed since I was a child and how knowledge and how they teach changes. You know, what it brings to mind is, and I'm sure you all know various versions of the story, The Wizard of Oz. Now, that should have been maybe a story about Dorothy and Toto, or we're not in Kansas anymore. But the whole thing boils down to the wizard. Because the wizard, and even that word itself suggests knowledge, is the one who's supposedly in power. And all of the stories that we're looking with Dorothy and her little dog go traipsing along. Then we run into the scarecrow, the tit. All of these folks are looking for ways to get out from under power, and they're believing the more I know, the more it will help. And you know what that does? It creates intellectual bullies. And we pretend that that makes it a good thing. It doesn't. A bully is still trying to control something that is not their business. A bully is still trying to pretend that they're bigger than they are. Let's look at, for a moment, the wizard at the end when he is found out. And the same happens with previous presidents, previous leaders, doctors. Around all of the intellectual data that we have, we're led to believe this knowledge gave them power over us in our lives. And I want to assure you, knowledge is transitory. It comes and it goes, and as we keep evolving, we learn more about ourselves as humans, we learn more about the planet, we learn more about all of the cosmos. But to pretend that that's something that we should use to bully one another, as our teachers do, as the medical profession does, as academia does, as ministers or popes or any of these folks who hold, quote, knowledge, they're wanting us to believe that gives them extra power. And it makes you believe you need to rush out and get knowledge so that you don't have to be victimized by the intellectual bullies. All of it is false. All of it is distraction. The real truth, wisdom, allows a sense of power that connects you to the all that is. And what is connected to all that is, there's no need to pretend to be powerful, because there's a peace that comes from knowing that you're one with everything. That there's a reason to be in joy and bliss. There's a reason to shine. There's a reason to understand the mother. This planet that we know as the mother, that is power. And the power she has over us is the unconditional allowance of who we are. And that does not require being a bully to us. Neither does it require our being a victim to her. So next time you see that quote, knowledge is power, shake your head and go, no. Wisdom from experience, from living deliberately and authentically, gives you the power to have a life filled with peace, joy, and bliss. And you can take it from the horse's mouth. Thank you for listening. See you next time.